junit-platform-runner in junit. junit-platform.runner, junit-platform-runner, runner for executing test and test suites on junit platform in a junit 4 environment. And here you can see the runner hierarchy. A runner, it has to implement two methods of defining the cooperation policy with the tool's runtime instance. The first is get description. It is inherited from its super interface describable and returns the instance of the description. The description is used to provide human readable information about the test which is to be run or has been run. It can describe single test, atomic, or a hierarchy of test compound. The information provided by each runner is used, for example, by GUI to depict all test that particular launch effects. The second method is called run, and it takes run notifier as an argument. This is, of course, where all the action happens. Here the runner is supposed to select the executables of test case, invoke them, and report appropriate state information using notifier callback. We will provide more insight into this in a minute when we write our own implementation. Runner has to be abstract class. It supplies the convenient test count method. The latter provides the number of tests to be run, calculate on the information returned by get description. This enables subclasses to override the computation for unusual demand, but probably only seldom makes sense. At tiny rate, this base class is the way to go if you need functionality that differs significantly from the common use cases. More likely though is that one will extend parent runner T a subclass runner. This implements the policy described earlier by delegating a few abstract methods, essentially an interior works on a list of children. The child is a generic type T. The list of T might be the test defined by a single test case. It should be derived from the constructor injected test class. Development needs are reduced to retrieve this list of children. And to provide description and execution of a single child. Parent runner class itself is responsible, among other things, for invoking the at before class and at after class annotated methods, creating a composite description and running children sequentially. The annotations are meant to share expensive fixture setups among the children. Thus marked method get only called once, namely after entirely of child executions. We are already aware of the block junit 4 class runner extension, which is used as a standard junit test case processor. Following diagram also contains another execution called suit that will cover the suit. And other than once mentioned, the class hierarchy contains two interfaces declaring filtering and sorting capabilities implemented by parent runner. But before here they describe this runner implements describable interface, and parent runner here implements the filterable and sortable, and implements runner, and here the suit and block JUnit for class runner is connected to parent runner here. As an example, in Maven we can consider this segment. Here you can see the artifact ID junit-platform-runner. This is in the group ID org.junit.platform. As an example 2, we can consider module org.junit.platform.runner and annotations for configuring and executing test on the JUnit platform in JUnit 4 environment. As an example 3, we can consider using JUnit 4 to run JUnit platform single test class JUnit platform JUnit 4 based runner, which runs test on the JUnit platform in JUnit 4 environment, deprecated since 1.8 in favor of the suit support provided by the JUnit platform suit engine module to be removed in JUnit platform 2.0. Module, it is in the module org.junit.platform.runner, package org.junit.platform.runner. Here one way to use the JUnit platform runner is to annotate a test class with ampersand run with JUnit platform.class directly. Please note that the test methods with the following examples are annotated with org.junit.jupyter.api.test JUnit Jupyter, not org.junit.test JUnit 4. Moreover, in this case, the test class must be public. Otherwise, some IDs and build tools might not recognize it as a JUnit 4 test class. The JUnit platform runner has been deprecated. The JUnit platform runner was developed by JUnit team as a interim solution for running test suites and test on the JUnit platform in a JUnit 4 environment. In recent years, all mainstream build tools and IDs provide built-in support for running tests directly on the JUnit platform. In addition to the introduction of ampersand suit support by the JUnit platform suit engine modules make the JUnit platform runner obsolete. The JUnit platform runner and ampersand use technical names annotation have therefore been deprecated in JUnit platform 1.8 and will be removed in JUnit platform 2.0. If you are using JUnit platform runner, please migrate to ampersand suit support. JUnit platform runner is a JUnit 4 based runner which enables you to run tests whose programming model is supported on the JUnit platform in a JUnit 4 environment. For example, JUnit Jupyter test class. Annotating the class with run with ampersand run with and JUnit platform.class allows it to be run with IDs and built systems that support JUnit 4 but not yet support the JUnit platform directly. Since JUnit platform has features that JUnit 4 does not have, the runner is only able to support subset of JUnit platform functionality, especially with regard to reporting. The annotation type run with, when a class is annotated with ampersand run with, or extend the class annotated with ampersand run with. JUnit will invoke the class it references to run the test in that class instead of the runner built into JUnit. We added this feature late in the development. While it seems powerful, we expect the runner API to change as we learn how people really use it. Some of the classes that are currently internal will likely be refined and become public. For example, suits in JUnit 4 are built using run with and a customer runner name suit. This description is with JUnit 4. We can consider this code segment as example 4. Using JUnit 4 to run the JUnit platform test suite. If you have multiple test classes, you can create a test suite as can be seen in the following example. The annotation interface select packages, ampersand select packages specifies the names of packages to select when running a test suite on the JUnit platform. This is in the module org.junit.platform.suite.api and package org.junit.platform.suite.api. Ampersand suite display name is used to declare custom display name for the annotated test class that is executed as a test suite on the JUnit platform. As an example 5, we can consider this. Using JUnit 4 to run the JUnit platform setup, you need the following artifacts and their dependencies on the class path. Explicit dependencies: junit-platform-runner in test scope, location of the junit-platform-runner, JUnit 4.13.2.jar in the test scope to run the test using JUnit 4, JUnit Jupyter API in the test scope, API for writing test using JUnit Jupyter, including ampersand test, etc. JUnit Jupyter engine in test runtime scope, implementation of test engine API for JUnit Jupyter, transitive dependencies, JUnit platform suite API in test scope, JUnit platform suite commands in test scope, JUnit platform launcher in test scope, JUnit platform engine in test scope, JUnit platform commands in test scope, open test 4j in test scope. Now we are considering explicit dependencies in setup in using JUnit 4 to run the JUnit platform. JUnit platform runner in test scope, location of the JUnit platform runner, JUnit here the 4.13.2.jar in test scope to run JUnit test using JUnit 4. JUnit Jupyter API in test scope, API for writing test using JUnit Jupyter including at test, etc. JUnit Jupyter engine in test runtime scope, implementation of the test engine API for JUnit Jupyter. Now we are considering display names versus technical names. To define the custom display name for test class, run via run with JUnit platform.class, annotate with the class at display name and provide the custom value. The annotation interface suit display name in package org.junit.platform.suite.api, in module org.junit.platform.suite.api. At suite display name is used to declare a custom display name for annotated test class that is executed as a test suite on the JUnit platform. Annotation interface use technical name in package org.junit.platform.suite.api, in module junit.platform.suite.api. It's deprecated since 1.8. in favor of the suite support provided by the junit-platform suite engine module to be removed from in the junit-platform 2.0. At use technical names, it specified that technical names should be used instead of display names when running a test suite on the junit-platform. By default, display names will be used for test artifact. However, when the junit-platform-runner is used to execute tests with the build tool such as Gradle or Maven, the generated test report often needs to include the technical names of the test artifacts. For example, fully qualified class names instead of shorter display names like simple name of a test class or custom display name containing special characters to enable technical name for reporting purposes. Declare at use technical names annotation alongside run with junit-platform.class. Note that the presence of at use technical names overrides any custom display name configured via at suite display name. Now we are considering single test class. Moreover, with this case, the test class must be public. Otherwise, the some IDs and build tools might not recognize it as a junit4 test class. The annotation type run with org.junit.runner, in this is in the version 4. When the class annotated with at run with, then extend it. The class annotated with at run with, the junit invoke the class references to run the test in that class instead of the runner built into junit. We added this feature late in development. While it seemed powerful, we expect the runner API to change as we learn how people really use it. Some of the classes that are currently internal will likely be refined and become public. For example, suite in junit4 are built using run with and custom runner named suite. One way to use the junit-platform-runner is to annotate the test class with at run with then junit-platform.class directly. Please note that the test method in this example are annotated with org.junit.jupyter.api.test junit-jupyter, not org.junit.test.test in junit4. Moreover, in this case, the test class must be public. Otherwise, the some IDs and build tools might not recognize it as a junit4 test class. No op. Now we are considering test suite. If you have multiple test classes, you can create test suite as test suite as can be seen in this example. The annotation type select packages in package org.junit-platform.suite.api module org.junit-platform.suite.api. At select packages, specify the names of the packages to select when running a test suite in the junit platform. If you have multiple test classes, you can create test suite as can be seen in this example. The junit platform suite demo will discover and run all tests in the example package in its sub packages. By default, it will only include test classes whose names either begin with test or test or end with test or tests. Additional configuration options. There are more configuration options for discovering and filtering tests than select packages. Please consult the Java doc of org.junit.platform.suite.api package for further details. The test class and suites annotated with run with at run with junit-platform .class cannot be executed directly on the junit platform or as a junit5 test as documented in some IDEs. Such classes and suites can only be executed using junit4 in file structure. Now we are considering the artifact junit-platform in dependency metadata, artifact ID junit-platform-runner in group ID of the junit-platform-runner for executing test and test suites on the junit-platform as in junit4 environment. As an exception example, we can consider this no test remain exception. Can be occurred in method void public void filter in class junit-platform. As an example, we can consider this occurred in environment with Eclipse and Maven. Package org.junit.platform.runner does not exist, etc. Now we are for